Clement?
No.
No. You weren't in charge here.
I'm Sharonda Williams, and welcome to Prime Video Episode Breakdowns. Welcome to Prime Video Episode Breakdowns, where I will be breaking down weekly episodes of our favorite Prime Video original titles so you can stay in the know about what's happening in the new season. Reacher, based on the book series by Lee Child, focuses on Jack Reacher, a highly trained and intelligent ex-military police officer who lives life on his own terms. In Season 2, Reacher is pulled from his vagabond life after learning that a member of the 110th, his elite group of Army Special Investigators, has been murdered. He and some of his former military cohorts reunite to investigate and soon realize the case is bigger than they ever could have imagined. Episode 8 opens with Reacher in handcuffs, being ushered in by Langston's men. Reacher sees that Dixon and O'Donnell are still in restraints. Langston takes a call and finds out that Neely is still alive, as Reacher tries to take out his men. Langston threatens to shoot Reacher, but he says he won't since he still needs to figure out Neely's location. Instead, Langston shoots O'Donnell and orders Reacher to tell him where Neely is. Cut to Neely, who is casing the building where Langston is holding her friends captive. She quickly takes out the men patrolling the perimeter of the building. Neely calls in backup and waits for them to get there. Meanwhile, Langston looks like he's struggling to torture Reacher while trying to find out more answers about Neely's location. Langston tells Reacher that Swan is there with them, and then he shows him a glass with Swan's finger and eyeball in it, so he can still use them to access items and buildings.
Had to be a hero. Did you teach him that? Is this your fault?
Neely stages a diversion to allow her backup to break into the building. Her backup, which is made of men Senator Lavoie sent in, breaks in and shuts off the power. They get into a shootout as Reacher breaks free from his cuffs. O'Donnell and Dixon have already been loaded into the helicopter as Langston is trying to tie up loose ends. Neely joins in on the fun and reunites with Reacher as they try to take out Langston and his men. Langston gets away to his helicopter, but they have to wait for it to warm up before being able to leave. Neely covers Reacher as he tries to make a run for Langston. Reacher is able to grab him to the helicopter as it heads into the sky. Mid-air, Langston opens the bottom of the helicopter to drop out Dixon and O'Donnell, but Reacher climbs in and disarms one of Langston's men. Langston tries to shoot Reacher, but O'Donnell crashes his gurney into him, so the shot misses. Reacher is stabbed by one of Langston's men, but that doesn't stop him. Dixon is almost pushed out of the helicopter, but Reacher catches her. My soul almost left my body in that moment. Dixon is able to break free from the gurney, takes the knife out of Reacher, and stabs one of Langston's men. Reacher follows through on his promise and throws Langston from the helicopter after delivering one of his famous lines.
You assume that's the information I need, Langston? But in an investigation, assumptions kill. No.
Reacher, Dixon, and O'Donnell hold a knife to the pilot and he takes them to meet with AM. AM arrives at the location and one of his men is taken out. Reacher and Neely pull a gun on him. Reacher, Neely, Dixon, and O'Donnell ask AM who is he selling the weapons to.
Between the seller of the gun or the user, I prefer to be the seller. The base mindset that a person has to embrace to actually pull the trigger is no better.
AM refuses to tell them and they take him out. Reacher goes to speak with the scientist and engineer and he lets them go on the helicopter. Neely takes the missile launcher and takes out the helicopter the scientist and engineer got into. Once they test Project Little Wing and find out it works, Senator Lavoie's men turn on Reacher and his crew. But Reacher is one step ahead.
I figured Lavoie was the kind of guy that would cover his ass. That's why I didn't just call Lavoie. I also called Omar Kareem in Homeland. I think that's him now.
Reacher calls Senator Lavoie as he is being arrested for his involvement in Project Little Wing.
Is it over?
Almost. There's just one last loose end that needs tying up.
I think this is what's called a win-win.
You've got the green light.
Reacher, Neely, Dixon, and O'Donnell take the money AM had and, covered in blood, head to a diner to order some food. They decide Reacher should be in charge of what to do with the money. Reacher chooses to leave the money to members of the Special Investigators Unit and to Guy Russo's family and friends. Reacher and Dixon have one more moment together before she leaves. Neely tells Reacher she wants to stay in touch more, and he agrees. Reacher leaves with his newly paid for year-long bus pass. I can't believe he's still riding this damn bus, as Season 2 comes to an end. Thank you for watching this installment of Prime Video episode breakdowns. Don't forget, all episodes of Reacher Season 2 are now available to watch only on Prime Video.